Let me share on. Yeah, I'm in a different dress today, but it's still covered. Then I'm out. Hearing those. They start with a C, but I don't know what they are, and they sound like they're electric. But they're actually bugs, and they're that thin, that thick, and that thick around. Kids are fighting. We just come back from swimming. Kids started off the moment they've stepped foot in the house.
Mom?
Yeah?
I hit turbo!
Yay! Hunter's got his phone.
Hey, when I fully charged it, when I took it off, it said turbo. It never said that.
Yeah? Hunter, he's got my old phone. I finally give him my whole phone to play games on. I said, if you ever watch YouTube on night or download YouTube back onto that phone, I'm going to be very cross. I don't want my kids watching YouTube. There's too much gamers that cuss and stuff like that, so they don't. What is that? Fish. We had a fish lunch today, and Livy's eating fish. Yes,
I made a good friend.
Yeah, I made a good friend. We always make friends whenever we go at the swimming pool and everything. And my kids, first thing that comes out of their mouth is, "We're Jewish." Because they're proud and that. Yeah, my hair's going white. Oh, like a strawberry blonde colour, because grey. I am 46. I expected to be greyer before this, but I'm going to show you the baby I got today. FBS.
Are you on live?
No.
Can you make a live?
No, it's going to be weird. But this is my nursery. This is not. But that is Tovi, my FBS. Yeah, he's a boy, but there's my ice drink. Oh, and my ciggies in there. But that's Tovi. And I don't smoke near my doll, so he's going to go way over there somewhere soon. A plane's coming overhead. So my smoke seems to go that way to my left. So I might put him here in the swing, this rocking seat here. Yes, he's sold. Did I have a face in there? That looks like a face, doesn't it? That there. But it's not, it's just the grass. So don't be coming at me saying, "Oh my gosh, there's a face in your seat." No, it's not, it's just grass. So if you're looking for paranormal, I'm not the one. Even though my house, there you go, there he is. Enjoying a swing. It's my little doggy, Tinkerbell. Yeah, my baby girl. So yeah, I'm gonna have a ciggy because I haven't smoked since this morning. I only smoke like 3 times, and that's it. Ricky said it's not worth it, but it is worth it. It's not like a real cigarette where you've got to go out every 10 seconds. But I've never smoked like that, so yeah. So my son's happy, he's got a phone. Did this smell? I think it did. It was supposed to be round, and Timu said it was dishwasher safe. And you get 3. I don't think it's dishwasher safe, as they say, so that's 2 things I've damaged from Timu because I follow their word. But I thought I'd come on here, even though it's only been 3 minutes. Yard. And that's my broken down truck, being broken down. So yeah. Oh boy. Oh, I've got a midget. I can put it with midgets. I just can't do the mosquitoes that's here. It's ridiculous how many mosquitoes are in my area. So, so I'm going to point. And my baby. But you can't see him. There we go. There we are. No, it's not a real baby, so I can do that. If it was a real baby, it'd be on the floor. But yeah, I smoke outside. I don't smoke near my reborns. I don't want them to smell of cigarette smoke. Because I don't always keep them. I always send them to living facilities. Or, you know, if I buy some for like $45 and I don't bond with it, I don't like it when it arrives, there you go. Then it goes straight to them. It does not stay in my care. But that is Tovi. Is a Lulu full body silicone. So I'm happy with that. But this is me, this is my sunset, this is how much sunset I get because the sun's over there. Well, could you see it? Like a greeny colour for tonight? I don't know. No, that's someone's light on their thing. But it's over there. Can't see the moon. But the night I took photos of the moon in my camera, not this one, it was my actual camera. It was starting to get full, so I think it might be full now because it's been a few days ago. Tinkerbell is taking a pee-pee. That is a boat down at the bottom, that's my husband's boat. He had it since he was 18. Yeah, 18. He's now 66 nearly. He's 20 years older than I am. And it's not easy. It's not easy being married to somebody with that huge age gap because he treats me like a 2-year-old. So he speaks to me like I'm a kid too. So yeah, there is no common ground. Yeah, there you go. That's it in my eyelashes and I'm itchy. Mosquito. Woohoo! Go away off my face. You can bite me anywhere else but not my face. Well, y'all, it's only going to be a small one because this mosquito's driving me crazy. Well, actually, no. You can join me. My house is clean. So I don't give her a welly. Oh, I think it did bite me in the face. You brat. You're an absolute brat. You bit me in the face. Because my face hurts. So I'm going to hook my hand underneath the carriage. And it's heavy. Because he weighs 6 pounds. You know when I said it was like 4 pounds, 5 pounds something? No, it's 6 pounds. And Leah, she weighs 9.5 pounds. And she's more tough than her. Come on. In you get on, lady. Mosquitoes are biting me. Hey. What you eating? Fish and chips? Yum. Yummy. Take it your brother's been bad?
No, he ain't been in here.
Oh.
By the way, Dad mistake this phone as Henry's.
Why are you in my bed?
Well, my cuties are cold.
Oh my goodness. I thought you were sleeping in your own bed tonight.
I am.
But you're going to wreck my bed up. And that's my kid's bedroom. The one I've just been speaking to. And Henry is going back to his old self, leaving toys in the doorway. You see, yeah, I've got some stuff on my sofa I need to sort out. So, don't yell at me. There's Jesus. Oh, it's already on. Yay, we got light. There's a picture of supposed to be heaven, and the top guy is God the Father. And then the guy at the bottom on the stair, top of the stair, is supposed to be Jesus. Yeah, try to figure that one. But God the Father, and then this is where I always sit. Because I love looking out of the window. But it's getting dark. I think the mosquito got me here. Yeah, it did. It got me on the face and I said, don't get me on the face. And off it goes, it gets me there. Oh well, I'll have a big spot tomorrow. The joys. This has been with me since I was 15. I've been to every doctor growing up to get rid of it. That's a birthmark. That little spot there. That's a birthmark. So yeah, it is what it is. It's so hot. It was 88 5 minutes ago outside. And the real feel is higher than that, so something in the 90s. So I'll probably go to later on tonight. I'll probably go to the door and step out for a minute and have a quick smoke, because I only took about 2 puffs when I was out there. So yeah, it is what it is. So if my son does sleep in his bed tonight, he'll be in that bed there, and he will sleep like that. So I'm going to bring him forward. Ain't he so cute? I made this. I make blankets and I sell them. And I made the one he's laying on as well. But that's my ultra realistic, and it's expensive. It was expensive, and there his mouth didn't open, but his bottom lip, you can do that like you do to a real baby. If you've ever brushed the bottom lip. So it does not have no hair. It's a little baldy, and it's just my pride and joy is this one, along with Leah. I want to start with the vinyl, to be honest with you, but I know if I start with the vinyl, I can't give the silicones to living facilities because they're too heavy for the residents. You know, you don't want your older generation to really pick up a heavy baby. So why would you want them to pick up a very heavy reborn? That feels like dead weight. So I do think about my peoples, even though they're not my family. I just want to bring them some pride and joy, you know, while they go through dementia or what other things that they go in their, you know, living facilities is basically a retirement home to me. But most of them have dementia and other things. So. Yep.
Mom?
Yeah. What? You're not eating in here? Get out.
Is it with me?
No. Go in there. You're doing good. You sit at the table. You know the rules. Levy knows I'm recording. So he's going to try and get I sat back a little. Let's bring you further closer. There we go. He knows my rules and his dad's rules. Why does it look like you're pouting, boy? What is wrong with you? Me and his dad have rules. You don't eat your food in the bedrooms or the living room. As long as I've got a table, you will sit your bum at the table. You know. I don't play that game, I'm sorry. I'm old school. My mum always had a table up until I was old, 16. And then she stopped sitting at the table. She sat in the room and watched a silly TV, even on Shabbat. Why are you pouting, boy? I'm not picking you up. You're heavy. I just want to pick you up right now, boo-boo. I've just smoked and I don't smell no smoke on me, so, and yes, I can tell. Even though I smoke an e-cigarette, I've sat next to my sister who smokes regular, and I can smell the smoke on her. And I smell myself constantly because I don't want to, you know, have that tobacco smell. And I don't smell at all. But it's menthol I smoke, and it's 3%. Because you can have 3, 5, and 7. Well, I didn't want 7 because I don't want to start up on real cigarettes again. So I took the lowest dose of 3. Because I really don't want to take up real smoking. I stopped smoking 13 years ago. And stress. Family stress. Not the children. But the big adult. The child adult, should I say. Because I did what was it? I was saying thanks for the food to God. So it's like Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Amesi lechem min haaretz, because we had bread, and then we start. But it was a full one. So it was Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Pore beria ragafel fen, and then the next one was Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Amesi lechem min haaretz, which means, blessed are you, our Lord our God, creator of the universe, who brings forth fruit of the vine. Blessed are you, our Lord our God, Lord of the universe, who brings forth bread from the earth. So I was saying all that, and he came out and said, oh, shut the F up. I said, I'm giving grace for my meal. I'm sorry that you don't do it, and you're supposed to. You always say you're Baptist. Baptists say thank you for their meal. But is there anti-Jew? Is very against Jewish people. And yes, he knew I was Jewish when he married me, and he was cool with it. He started in March 2024 of being anti-Semitic. And I said, that's not going to wash with me. I said, I can leave and I can take the kids with me. He went like hell, you're taking the kids and brainwashing them. I said, they're Jewish through me. Look at the law. And they're Jewish through me. And he said, well, that sucks for them. So he picks on my eldest a little bit. Doesn't call him anything racial. He just, when Henry eats without me, Levy, he'll say the grace, what I've just said. If he's got bread, he'll say it all. If he's just got like French fries or something, he doesn't say the second part. He says the pore alagafen part, and not the lechem min haaretz. So yeah, I say it when I have a coffee, or at least I try and say it. Sometimes I do forget, especially if I'm around people that's not Jewish, and sometimes I just say it in my head, but sometimes I say it out loud, or sometimes I just forget to say it completely while I'm outside. When I go to like a restaurant and I've got the kids with me, I will say the grace. And it's always Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. And I just did the bread version. Yeah, we're still looking at this little mic that seems to be pouty-wouty. And here's my old lady. Excuse my feet. Here's my old lady. She is 90% blind now. And here's my big fella. How are you doing, Rocky? So he just plonked himself down. How do dogs not hurt themselves when they just go boom right down on the floor? That was me whacking my own leg. But how do they? I still don't feel on my legs. So on my thighs, I don't feel my thighs very much. And down the left side of my belly and across, just underneath my boobs, down to like 4 inches from my belly button. I don't feel that area at all, and it goes all the way around. It's not just the front, it's at the back as well. So I'm partially feeling. And I got told at my last visit, which was a few days ago, that feeling will never come back because it's been 7 months. And they said if I don't feel nothing in 7 months, then it won't come back. Which I'm okay about, but I'm not okay about. Because I still can't tell if I've got bellyache. I still have no control of things, so I'm just grateful that I'm walking. Yes, very, very grateful. But to not still feel pain in your belly, or if you've got bellyache, I don't feel it. But if I've got acid reflux, then I feel the burn in my chest. And it's quite funny because I feel it in my T2, and that's where my injury is. It's from T2, T7, and T12. So right down from T2 straight down to my T12 end plate, all that spine is damaged. And then I had this stem cells, and it was like got me back up on my feet with God's grace and everything. So Hashem helped me get walking. So I'm happy with that. Over there is my Jewish table. So I've got my shofar, Ark of the Covenant, a small oh my goodness, I've got a brain fart. My mum had one, but then I've got the coloured one. It's bigger. I forgot what it's called. No, it's not a mezuzah, because that on the door is a mezuzah. I don't know. A few months ago, that broke. We found that laying down on just behind my car. So. Menorah. That's what it is. Menorah. I've got a small gold one and then the multicolored one at the back, which has all the candles on it. My fake flowers, my son's writing book, my cleaning stuff. That vacuum cleaner is a Lord send if you've got a broken back. He's good. And then my TV and my cable, my chair, my crappy sofa. But I'm glad I've got a sofa, because there's some people that don't have nothing, you know. So I always say you're blessed, even if you've got a little thing, because there's always someone out there who hasn't got a penny or nothing to their name, and all they got is a shot on the back. Been there, done that 13 years ago, because I left my acidic family, and yep, you know what acidics are. But I'm a Ashkenazi, really, because I'm a Jewish European. So all my family's from Tel Aviv, Israel, but because I was born out of Israel, I'm classed as a Jewish European. So, yeah. Why is your collar standing up like that? This is what he's in. And that's it. Oh, I'm trying to sit up. Let me move you closer. Hello, Boboj. Yes, and look, he does have that squidgy face. And this collar, this outfit, it's still a little bit big on him, because I think he's a premium, but it's supposed to be 20 inches. Let's move out. We're too close to you. It's supposed to be 20 inches, but I think he's about 18, 19 inches. So that puts him into preemie, almost newborn. But I think he might get away with newborn, or just, you know. He does have rosy cheeks today, don't you, kiddo? That's the only thing I don't like is the rosy cheeks. But Henry, Levy, the reason I call him Henry is his middle name. And Ricky calls him Henry all the time. We won't call him Levy or Levi. But I think it sets in my head then, and I keep now and again, and he looks at me oddly like, Emma, you never call me Henry. And yeah. So this is my Mr. Mash. Is next on the list, is top of the list. So if we go to Bass Pro, I'm taking him or I'm taking Leah. Or I might take them both. I might have him strapped to me in the baby carrier and put Leah in the stroller because she doesn't fit well in the carrier, or because of her legs. Her legs are straight block. They don't bend up or anything, they're just straight. She's 22 inches, so she's like a 3 months old. 2 to 3 months. So, but she fits preemies, so I don't understand why. And she does measure 22 inches. Not with you, she's 22 inches, but she wears preemie. She can get away with wearing a bit bigger pants like newborn. But yeah, I decided to do a video. Well, Kafir has his phone. See, that's Kafir, isn't it? Middle name used as a first name. He was fine with it up until 2024, and then you see, he'll drive me to the synagogue, but he won't go in, which is fine because I won't force nobody in. And way, boy! Yes, he did. Cussed his dad. Because that's it. Ricky's going to be calling it now until Hunter gets to him. So every minute you have your name called. Like, same thing. Hunter pill. Well, Kafir pill. Kafir pill. Kafir pill. He'll keep on now until Hunter gets to him. But it is 9 o'clock, so it's pretty late. He's taking his afternoon pill and his evening pill. Because we've just been hectic today that he forgot to take his ADHD afternoon pill. And it curves his temper a little bit. ADHD sucks because I do have ADHD. But I'm not like, you can hear it now and then when I go off on a different topic. But I can focus on work. I can focus on what I'm doing. And I'm not medicated. But then I'll start singing or dancing just out of the blue. You know, I just start doing something silly. And that's all ADHD. People at school used to say, do you have Tourette's? I didn't know what that was. And I said, what is that? And she said, and they always said, Tourette's, where they keep moving and doing silly things. And I said, no. And then when my best friend said, no, she doesn't cuss. Have you heard her cuss a word? Like where they cuss involuntarily, they can't help it. Well, she's not cussing, but she's dancing. No, she does not have Tourette's. And I said, someone's going to have to fill me in what this is. And I was attacked for being Jewish. So it's nothing new. See, it has got worse, but it's nothing new what I'm seeing. Jews being attacked. It is worse than it was in 1980s and 90s. A lot worse. But I've always been attacked for being Jewish. So I was always bullied. I was thrown down school steps, broke my arms too many times. Yeah, I always broke my left arm. And the bully said, why is it always your left arm that you break? Why can't you break your leg or break your neck? I said, do you know that some people that actually break their necks don't make it? And then there's some people that do make it and they're in a wheelchair, can't move. Some can move, but some can't. It depends on the injury, how high it is, how bad it is. I said, why would you wish that on anybody? But they was very, very hateful. I mean very hateful. But Britain's always had a lot of thugs. So seeing them join forces, see, it doesn't surprise me, but it is what it is. And I don't, like I said, I don't do politics. I don't do war on my channel. But my husband just peed me off this week. I think it was pick on the Jew week this week. Because he's been very ripe. Very ripe. Tinkerbell. And over here, I do have another reborn. And she's still sleeping with her little teddy bear. Are you okay there, girl? You skid around quite a lot, baby girl. You're scaring me. You're scaring me, Mima. Call her Mima just because she is 90 odd years old in dog years. She's 11. I think it's 80 or 90 years, something like that. So I keep calling her Mima. She's so sweet. I said, come on, Mima, you're coming out with me. If we go out for a coffee or whatever. And she'll come. I'll get my drinks there. And I'll say, come on, Mima, we gotta go again. Come on, Mima. I go outside twice a day, so 2 to 3 times a day. And that's how many times I smoke as well. So every time I go out, I do use my e-cigarettes. So, yeah. My leg's itchy. But I went swimming today. And I felt good. I weighed myself. And I've not moved this time. I'm stuck. So I don't want to be where I'm at. I want to be lower. But I did lose 17 pounds. That's not a lot, but it's enough to start off with. If I can lose 100, I'd be happy. That is my goal, lose 100 pounds. You know, if your body weight was your bank account, I'd be kind of rich. Kind of. I'm not going to tell you how much I weigh, but I'm a little bit fluffy. And a little bit more fluffy in other places. Alright, I'm going to go because my kids don't want us to listen to Ricky and Ricky's losing it. So I'm going to go and help him get the kids rounded up, not wound up, but rounded up to take the pill. Get Levy. Let me go back to Levy. Get Levy to do his bedroom, make his bed. That's all he needs to do is make his bed. I keep telling him to do it every morning. Then get inside it overnight. And get Levy settled and go into his bedroom. I've got this funny feeling he's not going to sleep in his own bedroom until I say at 9:30, because I've got half an hour, then I'm off to bed. I'm in bed between 9:30 10 o'clock. But tonight I'm so tired, I just want to go sleep because I didn't sleep the night before last. And then I didn't sleep yesterday. Then last night I slept from 9:30 till 9 this morning. And now I'm tired again, so I'm still feeling that lack of sleep. I did not sleep at all. I don't know why either. So, here's my Yanni, I'm trying to talk. Here's my munchkin, my little buggers. I love him to bits. His art says little prince, but because, well, it doesn't say little prince, it just says prince. But because he's got such a tiny head. Because, look at that. That's how big his head is. Yes, I was in the Air Force, and that's one of the tattoos that most of us fighter pilots have on our arms. And no, I was not with the IDF. I would have loved to have been, but I was with the British Air Force. And I had some wonderful best friends on there. So I'm going to go watch a movie. Well, not movie, just something for half an hour. I might catch up on Coronation Street if you're from Britain. I love Coronation Street. I grew up on it. Emmerdale Farm, Coronation Street. The Bill, that's a police show. EastEnders, it's the London show. London's soap opera. Home and Away, that's Australian. All them soaps. And then they've got the comedy I grew up on, Keeping Up Appearance. Only Fools and Horses. Open All Hours. So you can tell how old I am. I'm 46. And my dad loved Open All Hours, Only Fools and Horses, Keeping Up an Appearance. So all the sitcoms were my dad. All the soaps were my mother. It's okay, I'll make you a grits. It's okay, I know how to make grits. I don't like grits, but I know how to make them for people. It's okay, baby. I'll make it. Ricky don't do shit with the kids but wind them up. He winds them up. And then he wonders why they don't respect him. It runs both ways. You speak bad to your kids. Like you say, you're butthole. And that's why he calls them butthole. Not the asshole. He calls them buttholes and he calls them turds and you've been a bad kid. Well, not bad kids. If you treat them right, you give respect. Your kids will give you respect. But don't be a gentle parent. I'm not gentle. He used to be gentle, and this is how they turn out. I used to get my head bit off for being a parent. He gentle parented, and I don't do that rubbish. That's why you got thugs. That's why Kiffy is like this. This is why Levy is like this, because they've been gentle parent by one parent. And then I'm the bad guy because I'm not gentle. I'm not a gentle parent at all. I gentle parented my firstborn. She's 26 now. She's good. But for the first 5 years, I was gentle with her. And I got told by everybody to change the ways I was raising her. You can't be a gentle parent, not with children these days. They need respect. They need to learn how to do this and this and this. And you're just letting her say, because her name is Tinkerbell, there's nobody here. Her name is Elizabeth, we called her Libby. Which also means kind of like love in Hebrew. I'll tell you what it really means later when I'm more awake. But we called her Libby because my dad couldn't say Elizabeth after his stroke. So I gentle parented her, and all I would say, "Oh, come on, Libby, you got to do better than this. This is not nice," like that. And she was like, "Haha, stupid," and she kicked off. Did she kick off? Then she threw herself on the floor in the supermarket, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, what do I do?" And I just stood there frozen, like, And then I've got a baby sister with me, because there's only a year between Libby and Stephanie. And I was like, what do I do? And I kept saying, "Come on, we're not going to get it today, but we can't get that candy today. Come on, let's go do this, let's go." And this old woman came up to me and said, "Are you for real?" And I said, "What do you mean?" And she said, "I'm not picking on you, because you seem very young. How old are you?" And I told her I was 21. I was 20 when I had Libby, and I was 21 when I had Stephanie. And I said,
Help me, Mama.
"Why?
He said he's gonna stop. He's not like there's no cheese.
What are you eating?"
No! No!
Henry, I've got a box of chips. Go have a look, see what you want.
I got some chips.
Chill. Kiffiard, please don't. So, she says, "I know you're young, and I know these are your children. You've had them close together. But," she says, "you've got to talk to them a bit more stern than that." Kiffiard!
What?
Get your ass out of the fucking bed.
Hold on a minute. That was my husband. He likes to swear. I don't know what's going on.
Uncle Parker hits him back in.
He's running up and down. Kefir! Kefir, come on, baby. Kefir, right, you're grounded, not phone. You've lost your phone. I'll take that phone back.
I need a big back.
Hurry up.
Oh, where is the phone?
What did you do with it? It's in my bedroom. So,
Alright, you better get your ass out of that bedroom, mate. Now, I'm not playing with you.
they're winding their dad up. And he's really got a short fuse. I'm like he's a ticking time bomb. And he'll yell at them. But because he gentle parented, that's how they turned out. Because they used to yell at me and hit me on the arm every time I disciplined them. So now he's got gentle parent kids. Because, yeah, that old lady and a few of my family members said, "You can't be talking to her like that. She's going to be laughing in your face." And saying, "Oh, look, my mum's a weakling." So, Henry, Libby, please.
Mom's getting hungry.
No bedroom when you're eating. Because I'm sick to death of laying in crumbs because you like eating my bedroom. And then you stuff your trash outside of my bed. And I had to clean it yesterday and the day before that. You silly thing. Libby stuffs everything outside my bed. And this is a time where some houses in Louisiana get ants and then everything else. And I don't want to be that person who gets a house full of ants. And I kept telling them, "We're going to get ants, we're going to get rats if you keep throwing your trash in my room." So, yeah, it is what it is. I'm not gentle with them. Am I, Livy? No. You just sat there. You're not funny. I'm in it. You're going to lose your phone if you don't calm down. You're not going to get some friends if you don't stop. Gator and Friends is like a petting zoo for all animals. And then they've got this huge pond full of alligators. The biggest one is in Natchitoches, which is an hour from us. This is a medium-sized one. And then you've got a bigger one, I think, in Dallas. You got one in Dallas, and then I think one in Houston. And I think the one in Houston's huge. So you have two in one state. And then you have one huge one and one medium-sized. We're going to the medium size, and it costs the same. I'm just not going to Nakadish. I've got nothing to go there for.
You don't know
So-
where it is?
I don't know where it is in Nakadish, but I do know where it is in Louisiana, Greenwood. I know where it is. Because it's not far from Wascom, Texas. It's 20 minutes out of Wascom, Texas. Then we are going to go into Wascom, and we're going to, if the fish place is still open, they have like a fish bar and stuff, beans and everything. So they have salads, and their salads is nice, and their beans are really good. And their fish, oh, I love it because it's got batter instead of bread crumbs. I love batter because I've always had fish with batter on it. I don't like eating fish,
Mom, look.
yeah, the way my mum and dad did. And it was always with the fish head and the fish eyes. I'm like, Emma, do you eat the fish eyes? No. Abba, do you, no, it's his dad. Do you eat fish eyes? Yeah. Ugh, no. Disgusting. And I said it. I was in a fish restaurant in England, in Leeds. It shut down though in 1993. It shut down. It was like a fish shop, but you could sit inside. And I said, "You can eat the fish with the eyes."
Here's the box if you need it.
Thank you, because I will help myself. You get one bag.
Please.
Yeah. So I said, okay, I don't want it. And I said, that's disgusting. At the top of my voice, I was about 7, 8. And I said, that's disgusting. Why are you eating the fish eyes? Yuck. And everyone was giggling because here's this little kid. She sounded more Jewish than she did British. It was so funny. I stood up from the table. I was like, that's disgusting. No, you're eating fish eyes. No. It was so awful. But there's my other dog. The kids are slapping each other. Oh my lord. Alright, well it's 9:15. So I'm gonna go get the kids to bed. Because I'm over it. And I think you're over looking at him. So Kifia's got used to calling Henry. Leaving Henry now. Give a bite in the neck. I've never seen a male dog do that to a female dog. Quick! And they both had their snip snip. They can't have babies. Don't do it. He bites the neck and then he'll nip. I mean, he nips her because she yelps. I think he's just a bully because she's old. He's not far behind her. He's about 7, 8 year old. And she's 11. You okay now, Mima? No, you tired yourself out? Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to go. Love you all. Shalom, shalom. Laila Tov. Means good night. Bye.